Hi everyone, Lauren here. Welcome back. We are on our third workout of our postpartum series with Emma from the Bromley method. Today we are super focused on our shoulders and posture, which is so needed after nursing for a long time and caring for small children. So let's get started.
All right, so we're going to start with the TheraBand. This is quite a light TheraBand, so I've folded it in half just to make it a little bit heavier. And I want you to stand with your palms facing upwards. Tuck your elbows in towards your ribs and keep them tucked in there. Stand with your feet a hip distance apart. Stand up nice and tall. Engage with your abdominals and keep the rib cage tucked in. So as you inhale, you're just going to pivot from the shoulders, open the band slightly, and think about squeezing the shoulder blades together behind you. And then exhale, resist, and bring it back in. Inhale as you open. Good, and exhale, resist. So as she opens the band, she's going to keep her rib cage tucked in, because when the rib cage flares out, we do a lot less work in the shoulders, right? The rib cage stays tucked in so that we can do the maximum work possible with the back of the shoulders there. How does that feel? Good? Burning?
Yes.
It should be. Should be burning. Open. Good, and bring it in. Abs are still engaged. Inhale, open. And exhale, in. So she's moving the shoulder blades together behind her. So she's moving the shoulder blades and then she's resisting them back out. So those teeny tiny muscles in between the shoulder blades are really working hard right now. Good. Let's do one more like this. Yes, good. And then bring it back in. Now bring your hands so that your palms face down and bring your arms straight out in front of you. Yes, she's still standing up nice and tall. So I want you to watch here that the hand stays in line with the forearm. So we have that nice straight line there so we don't get wrist flexion as you pull out. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. And now as you inhale, pull your hands apart from each other. Watch those wrists, and then exhale, resist as you bring it back in. So again, she's squeezing the shoulder blades together behind her. Inhale, open. The abs are engaged. The rib cage stays tucked in. How's this feeling now?
Good.
Yeah?
I really feel it.
So good. If it doesn't burn, it's not Pilates. That's what we say. Open. Good, and bring it in. Keep going. Inhale, open. Keep that core engaged. Yes, open. And resist it back. Let's do 3. Resist it back. So good. 2. Yes, and last time. Good, and bring it in. Now I want you to hold the band nice and wide. And we're going to stretch out the fronts of the shoulders. So inhale as you bring that band up. Stay lifted as you take the band back behind you. So we're not ducking the head forward. Stay lifted. Take it back behind you. Find where it feels like a really juicy stretch there. And just move your hands slightly up and down. So we're moving that stretch around. We're moving the stretch in the shoulders. Just working through that stretch. Feels good? Mm-hmm. Good, and then bring the band all the way down behind you. Inhale as you bring it up. Exhale, bring it forward, and let's do that one more time. Inhale as you lift the band up. Exhale, bring it behind you. Hold where it feels real juicy in the shoulders, and just hold it there, and just move it around gently. Yes, good. And then bring it all the way down. Bring it up. And forward. Good. And we're now going to come down onto the mat. All right. Feeling good? Okay. All right, Lauren, let's have you come into a 4-point kneeling position. So your knees are directly below your hips. Your hands are directly below your shoulders. So I want you to take the TheraBand. We're going to work first with the left side. So I want you to secure the TheraBand underneath your right hand. Yeah, so you're just going to secure it there and then take a hold of the TheraBand with your left hand. Bring the knees in a little bit closer. Yeah, there we go. So she's got a nice neutral spine, her abs are engaged, and you're going to start with your hand by your knee. So the hand is back a little bit by your knee, palm faces in towards your knee. Shoulders are nice and square to the ground, right? And the shoulder blades are pulling down your back. Now, as you inhale, I want you to pull that band up towards your hip and then exhale as you release it down. Now, the further down you hold on this band, the heavier it will be. So if that feels too light, hold closer in on the band. Inhale as you pull it back and exhale, bring it down. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Does it feel light?
Correct.
It looks quite light to me. Good. Pull it back and bring it down. And again, try and keep that hand in line with your forearm so that there's no twisting of the wrist. Yes. Good. So good. So inhale as you pull back. Exhale, resist the band as you bring it down. And resist. Good. And 3. Yes. 2. And 1 more time. Good. Bring it down. And now I'm going to have you face the other way, just for the purpose of so that you can see what she's doing. I'm going to have her turn around and face the other way. So your knees are below your hips. Hands are below your shoulders. She's going to secure the band with her left hand this time. Take a hold of the band with your right hand, bring it towards your knee. Your shoulders stay square towards the ground, abs are engaged, spine is in a nice long line. And as you inhale, pull that band back towards your hip and then exhale, resist it. Good. And as she's pulling up and down with that arm, there's no movement in the shoulder girdle. So the shoulders are staying completely still. She's disassociating that arm and moving it separate, almost like it's separate from the rest of the body. Inhale as you pull back, exhale down. Good. Pull and resist. So we always want to make sure that we're resisting on the way back. Otherwise, we only get 50% of the benefit of the exercise, right? So 50% is the pulling and the other 50% is the resisting. Good. 2. And last time, beautiful. Bring it down. Yes. And now I want you to come sitting facing the front, cross your legs. So sit cross-legged. You're going to secure the band with your right hand. So you're going to secure the band down by your right hip or just in front of your hip actually. Take a hold of the other side of the band with your left hand in front of your knee. Make sure it's tight enough. So the shoulders again are going to stay square. Nothing else is going to move apart from your arm. And as you inhale, bring that arm up. So the palm now faces the front. Good. And then exhale, bring it down. The palm faces your knee. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale down. So as she brings the arm up, the shoulder stays away from the ear. So she brings the arm up. We don't want the shoulder to also rise up by the ear. We want to keep the shoulder blade pulling down her back. Inhale as you pull up and exhale, resist it. And again, the further she holds down the band, the heavier this will be and the more intense it will be on her shoulder. Inhale as you pull up. Good. And exhale down. 2. And 1 more time. Yes. Bring it down. Good. Switch to the other side. So now she's going to secure the band just in front of her left hip. The right hand is going to be facing down towards her knee. Inhale as you lift up. Keep that shoulder away from your ear. And then exhale, bring it down. Inhale up. And exhale down. So the arm is moving independently of the rest of the body. Everything else is staying completely still. The shoulder is staying away from her ear and the shoulder blade is pulling down her back. How does that feel?
Good. Yeah, I can really feel it. The muscles working.
She can feel the muscles. Good. That's what I like to hear. Beautiful. And we're going to do 3. Yes. 2. And 1. So good. Bring it down. Beautiful. Set the TheraBand off to the side. we're going to stretch out the neck a little bit. So I want you to take your left hand and place it underneath your butt cheek, your left butt cheek. Then take your right hand to the left side of your head. Inhale as you lift up nice and tall. And as you exhale, I want you to just gently pull your head to the right. And notice how that stretches out the left side of your neck. Does that feel good? Mm-hmm. And then I want you to just very gently take your chin and slightly turn it up towards the ceiling, and notice how that just moves the stretch slightly. And then take it and turn it slightly towards the ground. And again, chin comes up, chin comes down, come to the center, release that hand. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So the right hand comes underneath the right butt cheek. Left hand comes to the right side of your head. Inhale, lift up nice and tall, and then exhale, just pull it gently. Got my hair caught. Gently to the right. To the left. Pulling the head to the left. Stretching through the right side of your neck. And then just gently move your chin up towards the ceiling. And then slowly down towards the ground. One more time like this. Up. And down, and then come to the center. Carefully release that hand, come all the way up. Good. I now want you to come lying on your stomach. So you're going to lie face down. Let's bring your head this end. So you're going to lie face down. We're going to do a really deep shoulder stretch now. So I want you to bring, Lauren, your left arm out to the side so that it's in line with your body. Good. Now, I want you to move slowly and carefully. I want you to start to tip yourself towards your left arm. So make sure that that shoulder is still on the mat. Yep, good. And she's now going to take her right leg, keep that leg straight. Right leg is going to bend, and she's going to place that right leg down behind her. Good. How does that feel? Great. Intense. So only if it feels okay, you're going to then bring your right arm up and see if you can take it down behind you. And I'm just going to grab her a little pillow for her head so that she's not got too much neck tension going on there. So she can place her head on this guy. All right. So that should feel really, really intense in the left shoulder. So it's really important to move slowly into this stretch and also slowly out of this stretch. How does that feel in terms of intensity?
It's pretty intense.
Pretty intense.
I can go like if I needed to, like here.
Right. Yes. And so we would be working towards bringing this top arm and bringing it back behind her, but maybe not quite today. And then move slowly as you come out of that stretch. Good. Bring the right leg back over. And so just carefully unfolding yourself. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring your right arm out. Yep. And you want your hand to be in line with your shoulder. That's it. Good. Now slowly bring that left leg and bring it up and over and place the foot down behind you. Yep. Good. How does it feel on that side?
Good. Go a little bit deeper.
A little bit deeper on this side. And then bring your left arm up towards the ceiling. She's got her head on the pillow. Yeah. And she's just gently bringing that. Oh, wow. You're a lot more flexible on this side. All right. And she's just going to stay there and enjoy that stretch for a few deep inhales and deep exhales, and then she's going to very carefully move herself out of that stretch. So she's going to bring the arm back over. Bring the leg back over. Yes. Come back onto your stomach. And then push yourself up to seated. And I've got one more little sequence I'm going to show you. We're just going to set up for that. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do is we are going to do an exercise which is adapted from the reformer. It's called pulling straps, and this is a great way to do this at home. So I'm going to wrap the TheraBand around the leg of the reformer, but at home you're just going to wrap it around the leg of your couch or the leg of your bed or anything that's not going to move. So Lauren, you're going to come lying on your belly and you're going to be holding on towards the very end. This is a very light TheraBand. And you're going to lie yourself down on your belly. You're not too close to the reformer, and then bring your arms out by your sides. Untuck your toes, bring your forehead down towards the mat. Now, before you start to lift your chest, I want you to make sure that your shoulder blades are pulling down your back before you start the movement. And then as you inhale, I'm just going to move out of her way. As you inhale, you're going to pull your hands parallel to the ground. You're going to pull them back and back towards your hips as you simultaneously lift your chest. So, and I don't care how far they come. They don't have to come all the way to your hips, depending on how heavy your band is. But that's the movement, that's the direction that we're going in. So as you inhale, pull your shoulder blades down your back, pull your hands back. We're not lifting your head, we're just lifting your chest, and then exhale, bring it back down. Inhale as you pull. So we're lifting the chest. We're not trying to get a lot of extension in the lower back. We're trying to open up the upper back, right? So I want her to keep her lowest rib in contact with the mat so that we can get more bend in that upper back. So to work on this posture, right? So we're opening, not only are we opening up the shoulders, but we're also opening up the upper back to improve posture. How does that feel, Lauren?
Good, and yeah, getting used to the movement of it.
Inhale as you pull back. And exhale, resist it forward. Let's do that just one more time. Inhale as you pull back. Good, and then exhale, resist it forward. Release the TheraBand, and I just want you to sit yourself back into a child's pose. So she's going to come forward a little bit. She's just going to sit back onto her heels. The knees are apart, and she's just going to sink herself forward to stretch out her back. How does that feel?
Really good.
So good. So she's just going to stay here stretching out her low back. Thank you so much for joining us today.
All right, that is it for our shoulder workout today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed all of the videos in this postpartum series. Make sure you are following Emma from the Bromley Method and subscribe to her awesome channel as well. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.